Yeah, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, I have 355 stories, 6 to 12 minutes. Things you never see on TV. Also regular police work, got gang activity. We got foot pursuits. We have, officers, another officer, agents shooting at DUI suspects. Got foot pursuits. Got wives beating, husbands beating wives. Look them all up. They're all my babies. I love them all. Now we're going to question and answers. We have over 30 of them now. We're building. You ask me a question, and I'll answer it. If you want to ask me a question, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. Okay? So here's one of the questions.
What was one of the grossest arrests you ever made?
Okay, there was a lot of them. Here's one of them, and this is one of the ones this is a gross alert. So I need to get sensitive people, especially children, out of the room. I'll give you a few minutes while I talk about this. Work in Vice, and Vice, I worked 2 tours. One in East LA for, I think it was about 20 months, and then one in South LA for about 19 months. They keep you in those limited time frames for a lot of reasons. You don't get corrupted. In other words, people try to bribe you, and you don't get corrupted mentally. You just see a lot of stuff that this is 45 years ago, some things I cannot ever unforget. This is one of them. It's funny, but it's gross. Okay, kids out of the room now, here we go. Okay. One of the responsibilities of work in Vice is several things, so I can expound here. It's prostitution, minors and drunks being served in bars or liquor stores. It's off-track, any kind of wagering, horses, football, cards, and all that stuff. Gypsies, any kind of gambling. That's pretty much Vice. Okay, and not people say, "Oh my gosh, why did you waste your time with that?" Well, realistically, 7,000 cops. You got there's 18 divisions. There's only 4 officers, pretty 6 officers per division. So do the math. It's not very many Vice cops compared to the relative of what we're doing here. It's very small. I mean, where I worked in East LA, it was 160,000 citizens and probably another 80,000 undocumented aliens and 4 Vice cops. Okay, that's it, and 2 sergeants. So it's not as if we're expending a lot of manpower. It's more custodial. You want to keep prostitutes off the street because people go down the street with their families. You don't want that there. You don't want people standing on the corner shaking dice because you shouldn't be doing that. You don't want people seeing 16, 17, 19-year-olds in bars buying beer and all that stuff. And what happens is, back to what I said, a lot of my stories, we get a complaint at a bar. It's usually from an honest bar across the street or down the street where they're doing the job the right way, honestly, and this bar is doing it unethical and illegal. They're selling to minors and drunks, so naturally the honest bar is losing money because everybody's going over there. So we get a call from a bar. And we have to, Vice policy, in 2 ways you have to handle a Vice complaint. Either it didn't occur, which I told earlier, 99.9% of the time it's occurring. Why else would they call in? And most, it is. And the other one is that you make an arrest. Okay, that's the only 2 ways you can clear it. We clear almost all of them. We cleared by arrest. Very few times do we ever see something that we get in there. You have a month to check them, so you go a couple times a week. Very rarely do we see that nothing was occurring. We always find something. Okay. So we got a complaint selling booze in a bar to drunks. So we go in there. A lot of moving parts in bars. They have barmaids there, bar girls, whatever you want to call them. They'll see a drunk guy, go sit next to him, and kiss his butt and, try to think that they're interested in them. And they order beer, and beer in those days was like 80 cents. So they order 2 beers. The guy's drunk on purpose. She picks out the drunks, brings the 2 beers. The guy gives 20 to the bartender, and the bartender comes back with like 7 ones. Okay, do the math here. $1.60 for the beer, $6 back and change for the $20 bill. They do this all night long, these girls. And the bartender and the girls share they keep track of it, and they share all this. So you can imagine you're making $300 or $400 a night doing this. Okay, fleecing drunks. Okay, anyway, so that's we're looking for that, and of course we're looking for the obvious drunks being served. So I go into this bar. We have really sophisticated stuff here. No radios. I go in. My partner's across the street in an undercover car, watching the front door. Here's a really fancy signal. If I need help, I throw a beer bottle out the front door. I need help. That's all I can do. That's what we did. If something happens, I carry a gun. I mean, it's not as if I'm alone, but it's nice to have backup. But anyway, so I'm in there. And it's our normal bar checks. I'm sitting down, and I'm sitting at the bar, and I'm drinking. I got them all dressed down, and there's a couple next to me, probably in their 50s, both about the same height, 5'3", 5'4", both about the same weight. Get that? He's about 190, she's about 180, okay? And they're drunk, okay? Okay, so I'm looking at this going, excellent, okay, I got 2 in here. Now I just need to be served. Barmaid comes over, serves them. Got him. I got her, give her a ticket. I got them. They go to jail for drunk. I got the place. They're going to get cited from the alcohol beverage control people. Life's good. This is what I get paid for. You guys pay me for this. Piece of cake. It's okay. So I go to the door. Another signal was when you need help, when I need some backup or uniforms to come in, I go to the door and I chug a look at my beer, and then he'll hit his parking lights, which means he got the signal, and I go back inside. Means the cavalry's coming. Okay. So I go back inside, and usually there's a lull about maybe 3 or 4 minutes because he has to put out the call. Units have to arrive, and then we always told him when you come to a vice call, don't just pull up in front and run in. Pull off to the side, 3 or 4 you get out because you know what kind of bar you're going to be in, and then go in to the bar together. Rush the bar. Okay, so they did that. They're very good. And so I'm in there. I'm looking at the door, and you can see the door's kind of offset like this. So I can see kind of through it, you know. So I'm looking to see. I see a black and white go by. Okay, they're getting ready to come in. Okay, so I'm looking around. I look over to my side, and they're gone. Oh no! And I said, "Look, they're gone." Well, there's my witnesses. There's my evidence. They got served. We book them drunk because they're drunk, and then it proves in court that they were drunk and they were served by a barmaid. I need them. Okay, so oh my God! So I get up, and about that time, here come the uniforms through the door. You know, 4 or 5 of them coming in, and I got my badge out, and I go like this, and they look at me, and the first guy, come on, let's go. And I go, grab that girl, because what happens is the barmaids a lot of times are undocumented aliens. They see the police, man, they're gone. Okay, I need her. So 2 guys run behind the bar and grab her, or they run into the bathrooms. Girls have done that before. Another story, try to hide in the men's bathroom. Okay, anyway, so they grab her, and I got this guy with me. Come on, let's go. So there's a hallway to the back. And the first door, I think it was a woman's bathroom. And I push the door open, it's empty. God, you know, so and this is all happening fast. You go to the next one. I push the door and I get pushback. Kind of like somebody pushing you like this, you know. Pushback. I go, they're in here. And, I mean, I didn't make any secret that we were there. I didn't just yell police, though. I just said, we're here. So I push, and finally I push the door open. And here's the gross part. If you've ever seen like an auto accident or you see a car backing up in a hurry in a parking lot and you go, ooh, you're watching, you can't keep your eyes off it. It's going to crash, you know. Or somebody bounced the curb or something like that. Okay, so you don't want to look at it, but it's there. Okay, so here it comes. I got my assistants here. They've seen this story, heard this story before. Open the door. I look down, and here on the floor is a 160-pound woman. Her dress is up to here. Okay, his pants are down to his ankles, and they're having sex. Okay, and he is just pounding away. Okay, so I walk up and like it's all happening. Like, oh my gosh. Okay, so. You can imagine, okay, and then what hits you there as an addition before I forget is the smell, okay? The floor is sticky. It can be sticky from a lot of things, okay? Urine, poop, men's liquid when they have sex. Who knows what's down there, okay? So I have my badge in one hand, and I try to pull him off, and I put my badge in his face. I go, police, police. He goes, Rrr. Okay, well, yeah, he goes, he's busy, okay? So the guy behind me, he's looking at me, I go, get him off of her. So he grabs him, pulls him off. I got him like this. I look down. Well, I'm looking at this. Okay, gross alert. I'm looking at this, and it's all like I'm not staring, but I'm looking just to look because I don't know what's down. I mean, I know it's down there. How do I explain that? You're looking, but you're not really looking. It's just part of the whole picture. Remember, this is not a big room here. It's just a toilet and a urinal. You know, it's a small room, and we're all in there. There's 5 of us in there. Okay, so I'm real close to her, so I pulls him off, and I look, and I see her hoo-ha. I see her vagina, okay? And they've had sex, so there's stuff on it and in it, okay? And it just flashes in a second. I hate to sound gross, but it's all there, okay? And so it's like, is this how fast it happened? I'll show you how fast it happened. Get off of her. Like, oh, put your dress on. I mean, that's how fast it is. I'm not there to stare, okay? So she's drunk. Put your dress down, you know. So so pulls your dress down. Get her up off the floor. Of course, I'm down on my knees. So now I've got my pants are you know, soaked with this whatever the fluid may be at the time. Anyway. So get him up. He's pulling his pants up. She's getting up. I'm helping her up because she's drunk. Putting her hand on the urinal to get up. Ugh. Anyway, so the guy behind me, some young, big Caucasian kid, you know, big burly policeman. He's got the guy handcuffed, and I'm getting her up, and I'm putting the cuffs on her. And he looks at me with his big, wide eyes. He goes, "Hey, detective." I go, "What?" He goes, "After seeing that, man, I just turned queer." Oh my gosh! I'm like, I keep from laughing. I go, "What?" He goes, "I don't want to look at another vagina again, ever again." Oh, it was so funny. So we just started laughing. So we take him out of the little hallway, walk into the end of the bar, and by that time, a supervisor's there. My supervisor's there, the really nice guy. And he comes, what happened? What happened? So I told him, he's over there smiling. He doesn't want to hear it, but he has to hear it because he's a straight arrow guy, born again Christian. But you got to tell him he's my boss. And so he's like, oh, that's so gross. I said, boss, it really was gross, man. It's really bad. Remind me of a taco. He goes, oh, tell me that. Oh, taco. And then everybody's standing around laughing because we told him the story because my partners, or actually I'm writing the ticket for the barmaid. I'm telling them what's happening there. And of course the patrol officer is telling his buddies and they're all laughing and they're pointing over there and everybody's having a good time. And I said taco, everybody moans. Oh, and of course here come the taco have lettuce on it? Everybody get that, ladies? Okay. Was there cream cheese in it? Did everybody get that one? Okay. So those are the days where most women were natural. I don't want to sound like a narrow-minded guy, but those are the days where because I worked a lot of vice in different places, and Gillette was not an item that women used at that time yet. Okay, they were natural. That way, put it that way. Anyway, so they're all making jokes about that. Was there lettuce? Was there cream cheese? Oh my gosh, it was all taco the whole night. Okay, so they took the two drunks, these uniform officers, to the station. And I go to the station, and we're going to, the uniform volunteered to take him downtown to book him for us, which was nice of him. And so this young kid probably had, 2 years on. I had 6. Anyway. So they're getting ready to take him away, to take him to the jail. We didn't have a jail there. And so I said, hey, thanks a lot, man. We'll see you when you get back. Just bring back the paper. Oh, that's great, great. He goes, that is the grossest thing I've ever seen. I said, I know. It's pretty bad. He goes, you do this every day? Every day. He goes, I got to go to Vice. I said, well, you got to go to Vice. He goes, this is pretty good. I said, yeah, it's pretty good. You're pretty good. I think he ultimately left and went to Vice. I don't know where he went, but I heard he went to Vice in another division. But you experience this with Vice cops. You go, I want to do this. Because it's why? I don't know. Okay? Grossest thing I ever did. Grossest thing I ever did. I got all kinds of other stories I'll tell you later. But that's one of the grossest. And get the kids back in the room now. I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.